Good morning, guys. It's the True Trader here, all the way from Nigeria, and I just want to show you something this morning, something very interesting. This is a market behavior video. I just want to show you, by the grace of God, how easy it is to just trade the market using just a simple strategy, what I call the Trinity of Trinities. But in this video, I will just be going into the first part of the Trinity of Trinities. I won't be taking you through everything. So basically, the Trinity of Trinities, it's a simple strategy that has its roots in Wycoff. All right, Wycoff is a way of analyzing the market. It's the way smart monies trade. As you can see here, I have this setup. I don't know if you can see this setup. Right, I'm going to be explaining to you what happened here. Alright, I'll start from here. You see, it's a 4 hours time frame, and if there's anything you should know is that market moves in waves. That is correct, everybody knows that. But what makes the waves to move, right? It is the bigger people, those who have very big amount of money to trade, big figures and all that, to trade the market. They are the ones that move price, and we know they can't just buy, because of the amount of the money they have. They cannot just put everything into the market at once. So what do? They have to sell before they buy. There is a pattern to which they operate. These smart money people, they just don't go straight into the market put in all their orders at once. It would destabilize the market. For example, let me say this is it here now, and they want to, let me say, they've reached this, for example, maybe, okay, this support, right? Let's say just this support here, and this support here, and they wanted to buy. Okay, if you see, maybe they have $100 billion of money of whatever they wanted to buy. If they put all that at once, it's going to drive price very high. You understand me? And that they will not be able to put in all their positions, because here right now price is cheap. We know that the moment they go in with their orders, price is going to go up, right? And if they are going to still buy here, we know that it's going to be very expensive. So what do? When they want to buy, they first of all sell to take price, to a much cheaper position. And then what happens? They buy. Okay, then they offload those positions, what you call as sell or whatever, and the market returns, right? So they can buy again. You see that? And it comes down again and they buy. That is what Wycoff is. It's not difficult. Now in this video, I want to be showing you just a part of the strategy I use to analyze the market. Whenever you see structure, see this swing, right? I've said this before, and it goes above this high, just above this high, this point here, this high. Price coming back into this point to retest it, right? The proof that smart money wants to keep on going higher is when you see an accumulation of price. Amen. Pardon me for saying that. It's when you see price begin to form a Wycoff accumulation, like you are seeing here. You see, this is a structure over here. If you can see my cursor, right? Price broke through this high. The proof that smart money wants to keep going, they want to keep buying, what do you think it is? This is it, the Wycoff. You can see it here. I've shown you this over and over again. Just going to, you begin to see Wycoff. And once it is complete, what do? They go off and they repeat the process most of the time. They just repeat that process you know. And we, the retail traders, what we're searching for is an entry, how to trade with them, how to, see what smart money is doing and get into the market. That's all we're trying to do. So here I'm going to be showing you how I took this, this setup. I did not take this, right? I did not take this setup, but I want to just show you what went on here. From this point, pardon me, from here, this whole area. So you can see price was making higher highs, as you can see. And what do you have here? It broke this high. All right, now there are two things you want to understand. When price is, on an uptrend, it must always come back, you know to fill in the, what, I don't care what you want to call, maybe the imbalance, or what, the to mitigate, right? It has to come back, yeah, that's the word, to mitigate its orders. You understand what I'm saying? Because smart money over here, they would have bought. For them to keep on going, they have a point where they must want to take profit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So price must always come back after they have taken their, they have, where they have taken their profit, or perhaps they just want to keep going, right? And they don't intend to come back anytime soon. So in order for them to break even, right, or to reduce their stop loss, for example, maybe they took a trade here, right? Maybe because of how much money they have, they don't care, so they took this trade somewhere around here, okay, and they put the stop loss just below this point, right? Once they begin to, the market begins to go up, right, they want to break even, they want to mitigate, to reduce the chances of an error. So what do you think they do when they bring the price back down, right? Most of them are breaking even on the trade. They just move their entry to their stops, right, and then they keep going. But that's just by the way. So whenever there's a break of structure, right, the next thing you want to anticipate is either, is the market going up, is it going to continue going up, or is it going to reverse and go the opposite direction? Now, the reason the market is going to keep going up, right, is that whenever there is a break of structure, you see an accumulation at that area where structure was broken, either after structure was broken or before it was broken, right? When you get to the high, to a swing high, right? If you see this schematic here that I have identified, if it had happened before the break of this structure, maybe around here, it means that this resistance, it's not going to hold. This high, rather, it's not going to hold. Price is going to break through. All right. So what do we have here? Price broke through, and we had to wait for about 2 weeks for the Wycoff. Just what you want to do, right, is just to get yourself used to the pattern. This is it. It's a simple pattern. No one should make it any more difficult than it already is. Can you see that? Huh? This is smart money. This is the smart money footprint. Any other thing, it doesn't count. This is smart money. This is their footprint, right? They sell so they can buy, sell so they can buy, and this is where this is the whole blueprint. When you see this, market wants to go up. All right. So you don't worry if you're new to this. Don't worry about understanding the whole process at once. What you want to understand is how to identify this on any chart, right? On any time frame. I begin my analysis, my trading on the 4 hours, and then I step down to the 15 minutes for confirmation, and I usually take all my trades on the 1 minute time frame. All right. So what do we have here? Broken up. Can you see this? What is this? Huh? I think I'm going to, so you can see what I'm saying. Can you see that? 1, the top, 2, 3, 4. This is the Wycoff. Whenever you see this, most of the times, right, there's no 100% guarantee in the market. Whenever you see this, what do you think it means? It means that price is going to continue its direction most of the time. And what you want to be searching for is how to enter. That I teach in my private mentorship. I don't teach that here, but you don't have to join it. You can just, I'm just going to give you for on my next video for the entry. And what do you have? Price kept on going. And here again, we can see that broke through. And what are you seeing? 1, the up. There's a name for all this, but I don't want to stress you with it. Can you see? Very, very simple. It's all the smart money you need to know. Any other stuff, it's not necessary. Can you see that? And what else do you see? Went up. Immediately went up. Right? Now for entry, in case you're trading this and you want to know how to enter such a trade, since you watched it to this far, I'm just going to show you. There is no point holding it anymore. I'm just going to show you. So for example, you're trading on the 4 hours, right? And you just notice the Wycoff is set. How do I enter? What you're going to understand, it's usually at the third part of this Wycoff. This part, right after you have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. Around this area here, what you're going to notice is that price will most of the time make a channel. This is where you want to be searching for your entry, just around here, just around this point, right? So most times when you're trading the Wycoff, what you're going to find, you notice it goes this way. When the third part of it is about to be done, it begins to form something like a channel. It's not so straight, right? So what you want to, if you're trying to enter this at the break of this channel, right, you can just go in for an entry. It works almost every time, right? You don't have, in case you're not interested in joining a mentorship, can you see that this is the channel 1? This is the channel here, 1, 2. Just see that at the break of the channel, what do we have? This is one of the ways, one of the entry. Over here, as you can see, there was no channel, right? But there is still another way to enter into this market. So that's it for today, guys. That's it for today. And you can see this was a wonderful trade. If you ever took this, you can see that that's very, very wonderful. Right? So what you just want to do, don't worry about understanding all those ST, UTAD, Spring. When you go to check what Wycoff is, you're going to be seeing ST, all these positions. And for example, here now, I think it's the UTAD, this is the Spring, this is the whatever. You don't want to worry about that. Just search out, look out for the break of structure. Once it breaks, goes back, this is in itself, if you go down to the lower time frame, this is a very, very strong manipulation. So that's what you want to just focus on, seeing, on identifying the pattern. It's a pattern. You just want to identify the pattern, and the entry. The next video, I'm going to be taking you on a second way to enter this Wycoff. All right, so see you on my next video. Thank you.